everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and today Apple released watchOS 8.4 to the public. Now, by the time you're watching this video, it may be the next day, but it was released on the 26th. Now, this particular update is available for all watchOS 8 supported devices from the Series 3 all the way to the latest Series 7 Apple Watch, and is a fairly small update. As you can see here, it was 152 megabytes. That's on the Series 7 Apple Watch, but it varies between 100 and 200 megabytes depending on the device, or it could be even less. Now, along with this, Apple also released iOS 15.3, iPadOS 15.3, tvOS 15.3, HomePodOS 15.3, and macOS 12.2. All of those are available right now. Now, if you're not seeing this update and you're wondering how to install it, the easiest way is just to go to your Watch app on your iPhone, then go to General, then Software Update. You should see the update there. If you're not seeing it, turn off automatic updates and then check again and you should see the update. However, if you're a developer or public beta tester, you won't see an update as this particular update is the same version that you had with watchOS 8.4 RC or release candidate. So they didn't change the build number like they did with iOS. So you just had the update, but you had it about a week earlier. So just uninstall the beta profile if you want to get out of the beta program and then reboot your Apple Watch and you're good to go. You're on the public version. Now, as far as what's new in this update, let's go ahead and take a look at the build number and then we'll talk about what's new. So we do that by going to settings. So we'll go to settings on our Apple Watch. Then we go to General, then About. And again, the reason for the build number is to show what version you're on. Like I said before, the RC or release candidate version of 8.4 has the same build number of 19S546. So that tells you you're on the same version as the public release. Now, as far as what's new in this update, well, Apple patched a major problem with this particular update with charging. So if you were charging, whether that be with an Apple charger or a third-party charger, in fact, my daughter had a problem charging with the MagSafe Duo charger where it just wouldn't charge her watch from time to time and her phone charged fine. They've now patched that in this update. So whether you have an Anchor charger like I'm using, so I'll show you that here. I'm just using an Anchor charger connected to the Apple Watch charger. Whether you're using that or maybe you're using some other charger or an Apple charger, it will now work properly. So if I plug it in here, you'll see that it works now. So no problems whatsoever. It should charge as intended. Now, there's a feature that I haven't been able to 100% confirm is now available in certain areas. I had one user comment that said, if you're using ECG and you have a supported watch that supports ECG, in Indonesia, they're telling me it's there. However, Apple has not specified this. They haven't said this is true, nor have they updated their website to say it's there. However, I have had two people actually tell me it's available. So if you're in Indonesia, I'd love to hear from you and see if that's available yet, but I haven't seen it myself since I'm in the United States. Now, one thing you may have already noticed or been aware of that Apple released today is some new wallpapers, or one new wallpaper that I have on my iPhone, as well as a new watch band and watch face. So if we go to Apple's website, you'll see it says Future Forward, and it says inspired by Afrofuturism, the new black Unity watch band and matching Unity lights watch face symbolize the necessity for a more equitable future for the present generation of Black people. So this is to celebrate Black History Month in the United States and around the world, and you'll see they have that black Unity braided solo loop available. However, if you want to try out the Apple Watch face, which is a great one, I'll show you in a moment, you can do that here, or go to find out more, learn more about this, as well as go down and there's some new wallpaper here. So iPad, iPhone, and Mac, if you want the different sizes. Of course, I'll link it in the description like I normally do also, but it talks about racial equality and justice initiative and more. So to celebrate that, it's available now. And as far as the watch face goes, this is one of my favorite watch faces lately. If we scroll over here, I already have it set. There's actually two versions of it, and you'll see that it's black in one area, and then it sort of highlights as the second hand goes around. So it looks great. It's really nice. You'll see as it moves around, it's changing, and it looks great, I think. So you have that. You also have a different version. So if you go to Edit, and then you've got two different styles, with or without those lines. So you'll see it looks a little bit different there. And you have, of course, a smaller dial or the larger one for the newer style watches. So that's a newer Unity Lights watch face. So I really like that. And as you can see, the second hand going around, sort of fading the colors as it goes around. So that's available now, and that's available free to everyone. Now, a major part of this update is security updates. Just like it was with the iOS release, Apple has patched security issues, and there's 8 security issues that they've patched. So if we go to the Apple security website, I'll link it in the description. You can see here, if we go to watchOS 8.4, and you can look at this for any of the updates, you'll see that there's 8 different updates. Everything from Color Sync, Crash Reporter, iCloud, Kernel, and WebKit. And like I said in the iOS update, WebKit is the same sort of underlying part of Safari. It kind of makes everything work. So they've addressed the same issues. So here it says what it's available for, what the impact was, and the description of how they fixed it. So it's available for Series 3 and later. The impact was processing maliciously crafted web content may prevent content security policy from being enforced. To fix it, a logic issue was addressed with improved state management, and then they thank who sort of gave them the information. Also, there's more here for iCloud. An application may be able to access a user's files. An issue existed within the path validation logic for SIM links. The issue was addressed with improved path sanitization. So they've updated that as well. And again, who they've thanked for helping them out with this. So those are available now and are part of watchOS 8.4. And should you install watchOS 8.4? I get that question a lot, and I would say for that security update in general, absolutely, I would install it. watchOS 8 doesn't seem to do a whole lot as far as reduce any performance or anything else. It's been performing well, and I would highly recommend you install that, whether you're on an earlier version, a beta, or not. This update, I would say, is required to bring that security up to date and up to the place where you're not going to be vulnerable to those sort of security issues. So definitely install it if you haven't already. Like I said just a moment ago, performance is fine opening different applications, whether that be Compass. You'll see how fast that was. If I do camera remote here, gives it a second, it opens up on my iPhone, the camera's open. Or maybe I go into calculator, things I don't use all the time. They just seem to load pretty instantly. No issues there. As far as battery life, well, if we take a look at the battery life, I've been running this update since it's the same as the RC for about a week. I'm at 49%. I took it off of the charger at 7 a.m., or rather around 7:30 a.m., and it's been off the charger until 5:30 p.m. So 50%. I've been using it for videos. The screen's been on a long time, and it's doing pretty well. No issues there, but I haven't used it for workouts today or streaming music to AirPods or anything. But typically it seems to be holding up well. Battery life will get me through a day no problem, and I would expect the same for you. So most people that were having issues with battery life, I would expect them to really not be affected too much from the previous version, but it should be a solid update as far as that goes with those security updates. As far as watchOS 8.5, well, I would expect that around the time of iOS 15.4 betas. So probably by the time next week rolls around, the early February, I would expect something like that, where we'll see the first betas of iOS 15.4 and iPad, along with watchOS 8.5. I believe Apple is probably saving a lot of big features or changes for watchOS 9 when they show that off at WWDC in June every year. So expect some changes then, but until then, just expect some minor bug fixes and updates there. There's not really anything else in this. So that's everything with watchOS 8.4. Of course, if I find anything else, I'll be sure to keep you updated with that. And check out that Unity watch face. I really like it. Again, that's linked in the description below. Again, if you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, I'll link it, or you can get it directly from Apple. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.